My beta, I have completed my fifth project of module fifth that is based upon applied statistic interview and applied statistics. I know how to I know how to analyze the project of all the data and the create to attractive of the applied statistic interview trend. Let me show you. There are a total 80 questions in this project. So I have to solve 51 questions. Now, what is a vector in mathematics? In mathematics, a vector is object that has both a magnitude and a directions. Vectors are commonly used in various fields such as physics, engineering, and computer science to represent quantities that have directions such as forces, velocity, or displacement. Vector can be represented in different forms. Now I can show the diagram of them. The diagrams represent the tail and head direction and magnitude. Now second question. How is a vector different from a scalar? A vector and a scalar are both concepts used in physics and mathematics to describe quantities, but they differ in how they represent information. I can show an example of the car of the there is a speed is a scalar quantity or vector quantity. Now the third question, what are the different operations that can be performed on vector? Vectors are fundamental objects in mathematics and physics and various operations can be performed on them. Here are the most common operation: parallelogram law, vector addition. Now question number 5. How can vectors be multiplied by a scalar? Vectors can be multiplied by a scalar through a process known as a scalar multiplication. In scalar multiplication, each components is a vector is simplified by the scalar. This operation scales the vector by the value of the scalar. Question number 6. How is the magnitude of a vector? The magnitude of a vector is a measure of its length or size. It's a scalar quantity that represents how far the vector extends in the space regardless of its direction. I can show a diagram of the magnitude of a vector formula. The direction of vector can be determined in the following ways. Now I can show you another diagram of a direction of a vector. Question number 7. What is the difference between a square matrix and a rectangular matrix? The difference between a square and a matrix and rectangular matrix. Now I can show you a simple example or simple diagram of a square matrix and what is the rectangular matrix. Now question number 9. What is a linear transformation in algebra? Now I can show you a simple diagram of math formula. This is behind to the linear transformation. Now question number 10. What is eigenvector in linear algebra? In linear algebra, an eigenvector is non-zero vector, that is, a linear transformation is applied to results in a scaled version of the same vectors. Now question number 11. What is the gradient in machine learning? In machine learning, the gradient is a vector that represents the gradient, the direction, and the rest of the fastest increase of a function. Specifically, they dealing with the loss functions which specify then the measures how the model predictions match the measures of the actual outcomes. The gradient indicates how they adjust the model parameters way to minimize that loss. Question number 12. What is the back propagation in machine learning? Now I can show you a small diagram of the back propagation works at a high level. Question number 13. What is the concept of a derivative in calculus? The derivative is a fundamental concept in calculus that measures how a function changes as its input changes. In simple terms, in quantity, the range of a change of a scope of a function at given. A few key aspects of the derivatives. How are the potential derivatives used in machine learning? Potential derivatives play a crucial role in machine learning, particularly in optimization technique to update model parameters. Here are some ways partial derivatives are used in machine learning. What is probability theory? Probability theory is a branch of mathematics that deals with analysis of random events and likelihood of their occurrences. It provides a framework for quantifying uncertainty and is fundamental in various fields such as statistics, finance, science, and engineering. Now, another question. What are the primary components of probability theory? The probability theory The primary components of the probability theory include sample space events and probability measure. Is based upon the probability formula. Probability analysis is equal to number of favorable to A by total number of possible outcomes. Now question number 17. What is conditional probability and how it is calculated? Conditional probability is the probability of an event occurring given that another has already occurred. It provides a way to update our beliefs about the likelihood of an event based on the new information. P equal to B by A equal to P to B union by A, P equal to by A. This is the simple diagram of the Bayes theorem. There are many questions. I have got many diagrams related to each question. So, thank you.